Thanks for joining us. I'm Paula Ebben with a WBZ News update. Top stories, some encouraging news. 3 Northeastern University students who were in Israel during the Hamas attack are now out of the country thanks to the university's global security team. 2 of the students were completing co-ops in Tel Aviv. The third was studying abroad in Greece and just happened to be visiting family in Jerusalem for a Jewish holiday. Well, when Northeastern students and faculty travel abroad, they are required to register with the school's safety network so they can be helped in the event of an emergency. A man indicted in the deadly boat accident that happened in Dennis over the summer faced a judge today. He was released on bail and ordered to surrender his passport. 19-year-old David Sullivan was released on $5,000 bail. Sullivan pleaded not guilty to 5 charges in the death of 17-year-old Sadie Morrow. Prosecutors say he was driving a boat while drunk when the crash happened. The crash took place on July 21st in Sassuat Harbor in Dennis. Sadie was killed. 2 others were seriously hurt as well. She was a lacrosse star at Dover Sherburne High School, just weeks away from starting her senior year. Police in Fall River are investigating after a mother says a man tried to take her daughter from a playground. Officers responded to the Kennedy Park playground Monday afternoon. The child's mom says the man tried to remove her daughter from the monkey bars while the child was playing, and she told officers she herself intervened and removed his hands from her daughter. She says the man then left the area. Anyone who might have information should contact Fall River Police. It's another chilly day, temperatures in the low 60s. Let's get a check of the latest next weather forecast with meteorologist Jason Mikell.
I'm going to go ahead and say it is a good biking afternoon here because it feels like fall outside. It kind of looks like fall here, and you have a little drizzle that kind of moves about the atmosphere here and there. But yes, it's going to be a good biking day, a good running day. I know a lot of people are going to be running out there as well. So go ahead and do it. I like to tell people, hey, I'm a citizen too. I like to get outside, so enjoy that. I'll also take the dog out for a walk and maybe even a run as well. 60 degrees, you can see they're recorded in the city right now. It's a beautiful afternoon. We could expect that, but also expect a few more clouds to kind of move through. Just keep an eye on the radar. We are not ruling out a 100% dry day. Okay, we could have a few showers move through, so we'll keep it confined to maybe about a 20 to 25, maybe 30% chance for shower activity, but I think it's going to be mainly concentrated across the south and also the north shores, as well as the Cape and the islands. So we'll cruise back into the 50s overnight tonight and likely get some areas into the 40s by the time we wake up tomorrow morning. We'll package it up for you. 61 degrees recorded in the city today, at least forecast for the city today. Sun and clouds, a few showers can maybe move on through here, but it's not enough to really kind of cancel any sort of plan. So we'll be back into the 40s shortly but surely before sunrise tomorrow with some patchy areas of fog. So you want to duck and dodge that for tomorrow morning. As far as daytime high temperatures forecast for tomorrow, so some areas may creep up to near 70 degrees. So it's going to be more of a balmy and comfortable afternoon and a little bit of a reprieve for some of the cooler conditions that we've had kind of overspraying much of New England. So this is the reason why this area of low pressure continues to meander and spin in southern Quebec as well as Ontario, and that's allowing for some of the cloud cover to kind of dip back into the New England region, courtesy of that southwest wind coming in on that southern periphery of this area of low pressure. Why is all of this happening? Well, we really don't have anything to kind of kick this thing on out of here. We don't have a frontal boundary that's kind of moving through to give it a little bit of a nudge, but that's happening this weekend as we're expecting another strong frontal boundary to move through the region. Here's a live look at some of the scattered showers that's moving out into the ocean there, and not going to be a major threat for you this afternoon with that breezy south wind. So that's going to help to propel our temperatures and maybe kind of dial up our dew point temperatures a wee bit. So we have an offshore area of low pressure, and we have this upper level low right now that continues to meander. Once we get towards the latter end of the week, so we start to kind of brighten up our skies here for the first half of the day, Wednesday, Thursday, perhaps even on Friday. It's not until late on Friday that we really start to increase our cloud cover, and you're going to experience that certainly if you're going to be going to a Friday football game. You'll notice that in the skies. Once we get into Friday and Saturday, a more dynamic system starts to take shape, and that will crawl into the region. That too will not have a whole lot of get up and go once we get into Friday afternoon into the evening hours. You can already see some of these outer lying bands begin to move through. This is the clock stopped at about 2-3 p.m. So in the middle portion of the afternoon. I think the first half of Saturday is going to be of a dry note. I think it's going to be a bit of a cloudy note, and then we'll start to work in some light to moderate shower activity. Heaviest rain, at least in this model, will likely be concentrated south and also along the shore. I think once we get into also on Sunday, we'll start to get that return flow that'll bring in some cooler temperatures that also bring in a bit of more rain chances for us on Sunday. So will it be a washout? No, it will not be a washout, but this does not help our statistics for having since June a lot of weekends where we've been stuck in the clouds and stuck in a very rainy pattern. We've had 7 straight weekends of it being rainy here across New England. So we need a break and we need it fast. And that's what we're going to be working on for you. Here's that next 7, mid to low 60s. Notice our temperatures peaking tomorrow and likely in the mid to upper 60s. We're hanging out in the mid 60s by Thursday. But again, as we get that system crawling in from the west, that'll kind of temper our conditions for Friday, Saturday, likely remaining in the 50s with late rain on Saturday. And by Sunday, rain is a bit more likely, hanging out in the mid 50s for Saturday as well as Monday with those daytime high temperatures.
Thanks. I'm Paula Ebben. This has been a WBZ News Update.